morning, my little peaches. The time is 7:05 on this Friday.
We're late because of me.
Bill was yakking off air.
Yakking. I was just sitting here talking a storm, and I looked up and went, oh, it's after 7.
Yes, it is.
Sorry.
But yeah, we were captivated. We were a captivated audience, and we were not about to interrupt him. So, but yeah, we'll talk about what we were talking about if you want. It's up to you.
Oh yeah, okay.
After we get all of our morning stuff
Sure.
done and out of the way. But yes, Bill is back with us today after
2 weeks.
2
I
weeks.
guess. Yeah.
Yes, because you had to have some surgeries and stuff.
I did, and I did it in Dallas of all places.
Yeah,
so.
I got a text that said, "Hey, I'm not going to be able to do the show Monday. I've got to run out to Texas spur of the moment. Got to have some surgery done, and not sure when I'm going to be back." And then when we thought you would be back, you were still hurting bad,
and all bruised up and swollen. It was messy, nasty.
Yeah.
It's worth it, though.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that here in just a second, because you look great, by the way.
Well, thank you for lying.
Well, first of all, we have missed you. Everybody has said, matter of fact, I started getting some texts that says, is Bill not going to be doing the mornings with you anymore? And I was like, no, he is. He had to have some stuff done, and I didn't want to just tell everybody what you were having done, because, I mean, it's your business, not
as long as it's not hemorrhoids or a colonoscopy, I don't care. There's a couple of things I don't really want to broadcast, but yeah, that's teeth.
Yeah. So, folks, let's thank our morning show sponsors, and then we can dive into where you've been. Thank you to Chilton Mobile Home Supply, Jim and Julia. We appreciate you so much. The Dive Cajun Restaurant and the Voodoo Lounge, where they have a new menu, new hours, and new daily lunch specials.
Food's so good.
So
good.
Yeah, go on their website. Go on their Facebook page and check that out. Brianna made a post. And it has all that info on there. Thank you also to Julie Holderfield and Country Financial Insurance. We appreciate you. Central Alabama Wellness, our friend Zena Cartwell. She also has a show on Saturdays with us from 10 to 11 called Empower Hour with Zena. So if you need, ladies, if you want some sure enough empowerment and lifting you up, you're going to want to tune into that. It is fantastic. Thank you to Mike Baker and our friends at Coca-Cola. And I'm going to pop my top. Mike, he told us yesterday he absolutely loves it when I do this.
Can we do it together?
Let's do it together. Ready?
Oh,
Hold on. I got to get my fingernail under
Me
here.
Me too.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. You got the double one that time, Mike.
That's good. Mm-hmm. Now, you know what I got to do?
Yes,
I got to make sure that the Coca-Cola, when I walked out the door this morning, Mary came trotting down the hall. She didn't say good morning, love you, how you doing, sweet pie. No, she said, you leaving for the radio station? I said, yes. She said, turn your Coke can where it always faces forward. Teresa's is always sitting perfect. Yours is backwards. I said, nice, good morning. Good to see you too. Thank you. I'll be back in a little while. Right off the bat. Turn your dang Coke can around right.
Oh, my gosh. Y'all remind me of the honeymooners so much. It's so funny.
Oh, my God.
Thank you also to the ladies at our Chilton County Chamber of Commerce. We have partnered with them, and we are going to be presenting a political forum. It's not. It's a meet and greet. It was not a forum. It's a meet and greet there in Jemison for the city council candidates and the mayoral candidates, for the citizens to come and do a little meet and greet, learn a little bit about the candidates. You get to meet them before they get on stage and introduce themselves, and then afterwards too, they're going to stay and answer any questions that you might have. They will tell a little bit about their platform and maybe answer a question or two that have been pre-selected, but this is not a forum. It's not a debate. It's just informational.
I think that's great. They've got everybody running.
Yes, because there's a lot. There's
it's
a lot of candidates.
I mean, there's a lot of decisions to be made on that race. So this is a great service so people can hear each candidate and hear what they feel and think about stuff. Mm-hmm. I think that is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be good. Did you like that, Mike? Both of them at the same time? How did that echo in your office? He says that when I do it and it echoes in the office.
He likes that.
He likes that. That's why I do it every morning.
Well, tell him my wife's also on his side.
We've got to find some music to do it to, like, some cool music.
Papa Top again.
We could do that one, yeah. We could do that. I think that's great. There's nothing like a cold Coca-Cola first thing in the morning, man. I haven't had anything to drink at all. I saved myself for this moment.
I'm transitioning from coffee, which I started about an hour ago, and I'm done with it. I'm ready for the good stuff,
Okay,
sparkling deliciousness of a Coke.
The burn.
I love the burn.
It. Set them up, Joe. Yeah, that's a good one, Ricky. I love some Vern Godston. Also, thank you to Larry Puckett Chevrolet. They have the largest pre-owned inventory in the area. So if you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle, please check them out before you go anywhere else. Our friends at Larry Puckett Chevrolet. Also to the folks at Putter Up. Actually, Ken, he messaged me yesterday. He said things are going absolutely wonderful.
Excellent.
Folks from Chilton County are coming out there and saying, hey, we heard about you on the radio. We're here to play some mini golf. And he's actually going to give us some passes to give away.
Oh, that's neat.
He said we're going to get that, and I think they're going to come back on air maybe one day next week as well.
I went in there, and it's so neat. Mary and I walked in late. We ate at the restaurant right by them, and so we went in to look at everything. It's so high-tech, so cool. It's really neat. I want to go play, except I still hadn't gotten him to give me the cheat code.
That has not happened yet.
Hadn't happened yet.
Hadn't happened yet. Also,
and I'm raising the money. I keep offering him $10 the first time. I'm up to like $15 now.
Oh my gosh!
I may
not
offer him
$17.
I may offer him $17.50. I may go on up. This bribery stuff's getting expensive.
Yeah, it is. Also, thank you to Jake and his team at Save More. They have a new app that you can download. It has their weekly specials. It has some daily specials and coupons that you can get straight to your phone. So be sure you check that out. And thank you to our friend Bruce at Old Orchard Amish
Thank
Furniture.
you, Bruce. Sat in those chairs yesterday on the porch.
Oh, my gosh.
Rocked and twisted and had the best time.
And see, I want to hear, we're going to do a bill update, but we got to take a break first.
Oh, okay.
I know we've only been on for just a little bit, but I got to stay on schedule. Once I get off schedule,
yeah, and
Bill
I'm bad.
Bill got me where he was like, you need a schedule, you need a time clock.
And then I'm the one that knocks you off the schedule. That's what's.
And now that I'm on it, it's like I can't function without it. So you taught me something good for sure.
Good. I'm glad.
So we are going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to do an update on Bill. We'll talk about his surgery, and we'll also talk about how things are going at the new place too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I heard you got some work going on over there.
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord, yeah. All right, so it's 7:13. We're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, it'll be an update from Dollar Bill. So y'all stay with us. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bill broadcasting live from the Clanton Tractor Studio. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience. Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
We are back. The time is 7:16 on this Friday. Baden and I were just talking. This week flew by for us. Last week drug on. This week flew by. Everything that I had hoped to accomplish on Monday, only about a third of that got accomplished here on Friday. I don't know. Football is going to be the death of me. I'm just telling you right now.
You know, this is the time of year y'all are trying to, get all the packages set up and get everything sponsored and running. I don't know how you do it. There's a station that just covers one game, one school, and y'all cover like 5?
Yeah.
I don't know how you do it.
Well,
I really don't.
We're doing a game of the week, but we sell the advertising for that. We sponsor. We call it a sponsorship, basically.
Right.
And have the advertising, and that's just so that to cover the cost of putting it on, because we have to pay the people that do it every week. It's not free to us. It's free.
No, I mean, you got to pay your announcers and your line people and everything. Yeah.
So we have to cover those costs, and we've been out soliciting businesses in every area that we're covering, and that's a lot of ground to cover.
It is.
And then you got to check back and follow back up, because a lot of people are like, well, I'll let you know, and they want to wait till it's closer to time. So
hey, it is closer. You know what?
We're 2 weeks
Coming
away. We're close
Coming in
now.
this morning, I experienced something I haven't experienced in months.
What?
School buses.
Yep.
And
the
children
cheese
standing
wagons.
out with their backpacks waiting on the buses.
Yep.
It was really kind of neat because it brings back a lot of memories when I was a kid, and that was a long time ago. Instead of school buses, we waited on the school horses to come by.
The wagon.
The steam-powered school buses, the Stanley. Anyway, but today was the first day when I was coming in, I actually got behind a school bus down near the lake where I was, and they were stopping every so often. Of course, you can't pass them, can't go around them or anything.
Well, you're not supposed to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, where I am, there's no places to pass anyway.
Good.
So
they have to stop.
So you're stuck behind them, which is fine. It's kind of neat to watch, but I was going, clock. I didn't think about school buses. But they're back in school.
Yeah, for Chilton County, today is the first day back to school.
Is it really?
Fact. Yes, it is. I was going to talk about that too. This is
good.
Piper, this is her first day back teaching.
Oh, she's got to go back to work.
Yeah, she's been at the
Full-time.
school all week. They're doing prep and having their meetings and doing all, but today's going to be the first day with the kids.
Ooh.
It was my granddaughter's first day yesterday.
Oh.
And they got a great picture of her at the front door, just looking so beautiful at
the
their
house before she went to school.
Oh my gosh, she looks so good. 7th grade, y'all. I remember 7th grade like it was yesterday. I panicked when I was in 7th grade. It was my first year for lockers. It was we were in the junior high. We were no longer in elementary.
Oh, it was scary. I remember that.
You see
having
those
to change
bigger
classes
kids.
where you'd always go to one room and stay there. Now you got to change classes. Don't know how to get down the hall. Lockers. It's a big change in your life.
Yeah. Well, the way we did it in elementary at Irwin, it was like you had your homeroom. And that was your teacher for whatever that class was. And then the whole class moved to the next teacher's class.
Oh, see, we
so
didn't
you
do
didn't
that.
just get up and everybody go everywhere. Oh, sorry. Whoops. You didn't go everywhere. You just, the whole class got up and moved in like a rotation.
Oh, I got you.
And each homeroom changed classes. Now, then when I got in 7th grade, it was after you got out of homeroom, everybody
went
like
their way.
Yeah, like you kicked over a hill of ants. And I just remember that sometimes you'd see the bigger kids, and my heart would just about pound out of my chest because I was scared to death of the bigger kids. And they did
I thought
pick
a
on me
9th grader
little
was
bit,
like a college guy.
Yeah,
I really did.
And I was
scared.
tiny.
I was scared to death of a few of them because we had some bullies that just big
Oh,
old
yeah.
guys. Of course. One guy in particular I was scared of. I was in the 7th grade. He was in the 9th grade, but he was 26 years old. I think he'd been put back like I mean, he was like
We had
smoking,
some kids like that.
driving his own car. You know,
Yeah.
ninth grade. He really was. He was probably, no joke, he was probably 17.
Yeah.
And a big old guy, and just a bully.
Yeah.
Just punished everybody. Nobody could touch him.
Yeah.
Some little guys tried. I give some guys
Credit. They tried.
They
yeah.
tried to stand up for themselves, but he pummeled them and mercifully. And somehow he never got. Well, he did get in trouble, and they'd suspend him for a day or two, and he'd come back
and do
and
it
bully again.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
anyway, I know how that 7th grade was a scary time for me.
Yeah, so back to school today for a lot of folks, a lot of kids, teachers. I know the parents are probably glad. I think that's where the cheering comes in. The cheering section, like, yes! They say that, but then they've got to wake these kids up, deal with their projects and homework, last-minute stuff, getting called to the school. I'm sick. I don't feel good. Kids don't want to go to school. I mean, it's just, I don't know which is worse, dealing with them eating you out of house and home or that.
Well, my dad was one of those guys. You didn't go to if you only did not go to school if you were bleeding from an artery. It didn't matter. My stomach hurts. Tough. Go to school. I'm hurt and I'm sick. Go to school. I got a fever. Go to school. And then of course, if you had a project, and you went to him on Sunday night at 7:00 and said, "I need poster paper and stuff." Tough. You're gonna pay for that tomorrow because I'm not. Go find a piece of cardboard in the basement or something.
Yeah, figure it out.
My dad was you had to do it on your own. Of course, that's why I ended up at Marion Military Institute. But
but it was a good thing. Ended up being a good thing for you.
It did. It was a great thing for me. But yeah, my dad didn't suffer children in school. He loved it because it was just go to school.
Yeah.
There was no. I'm sick. I will take it back. I had one sister she called him instead. We all call my dad Daddy. She called him Diddy. Diddy. I don't feel good, Diddy. I gotta. Oh, well, okay. You can stay home. The rest of y'all go to school. I'm bleeding from an artery. Go to school. Wrap it up. I should have called my dad Diddy.
Oh, gosh. Good morning, Pumpkin. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, Mike. Who else did I miss? Good morning. Somebody, I can't read that now. Young? Okay. Good morning, Young. Thanks for watching and listening. We appreciate you. Yeah, and I would also remember having to ride the bus. Our bus drivers were, I guess they were former military, and we had one, he was...
sit down, shut up.
Mr. Chandler. He was about 6'6", and I know he played football in high school. He had to have. He was as broad as he was wide. Big old man, burly. And you got on his bus, you sat down and you shut up. You did not. Matter of fact, you barely even whispered. I'm not exaggerating. You barely even whispered on his bus. And if you got loud, he would stop the bus, put it in park, and stand there and say, "We're not moving this bus until you be quiet." He would not put up with any foolishness. And if you started trying to be foolish, he was grabbing you by your shirt collar and make you sit up front with him. And then he would take you back to the school by your shirt collar and call your parents to come get you from school. You did not get dropped off at home.
Wow.
He was not playing. You cannot do that now.
He was not in the military. He was in the Marine Corps.
Yes, he was something. We were all.
Hoorah.
But you know what? You have to be. See, now, I don't know. He might intimidate some kids now, but I just, that was a different time where we had that healthy fear and respect of somebody.
Well,
you can't act up when somebody's trying to drive. You can't have, 80 kids on a bus acting wild and crazy. You just can't. And he just wasn't.
Well, it's just hard now because you grab a kid up by the shirt collar, you get sued or fired or whatever.
Which is a shame.
Yeah, I mean now everything's on the kid's side, whether it's right or not. I mean, I'm not talking about abusing a child, but come on, let's face it. A teenager, a young kid, sometimes they just get out of hand. You got to put the law on them, and it doesn't mean hurt them or anything or abuse them, but you do have to intimidate them. Well, I don't know. My dad believed in abuse, but not abuse.
Yeah.
My dad
We
didn't.
called it that, though. I mean, you beat
Spare
me.
the rod, spoil the child, as he would say.
I got a beating. Good morning, Laura. Good morning, Deanna. So Bill has been out for a little while. He's had a lot going on.
Yep.
You bought a house.
Yeah.
Trying to sell a house, get
Yeah.
it ready to sell.
Yeah.
Kind of sort of move into the new house, but construction going on.
Right. Can't. So we're living at our little trailer on the lake
Okay.
while both houses are uninhabitable.
Under construction.
You know, we're redoing floors and stuff in the new house, so you can't put any furniture in there ahead of time or anything because everything's got to be done, stained, sealed, and then it's got to sit for a few days to dry and solidify, whatever.
Yeah, right.
We're putting, and then we're painting, so we got to have nothing in there while we paint. Then we're going to move in. Well, the other house we've updated most everything, but we had a couple of bathrooms needed some work. We got a few things we got to touch up. We've been there 30 years, and I put stuff off. So there's some stuff I want to fix before we try to show it and sell it. It's a great house. I didn't want to leave it. Mary found the new house and told me we had bought it after she'd put the,
Yeah, you were out of town.
I
You
was
came
out of
back
town
to
and found out she said, I want you to come look at a house Sunday. I said, oh, okay, why? She says, because we bought it. I went, okay. So, my wife. So, anyway, we're stuck in two houses we can't live in. Thank God we had this trailer on the lake, that we could go to and live in. I don't know what we'd have done otherwise. I guess we'd have been in a hotel. And
well, you
so
would have
that's
done
going
things
on.
different, probably. You would have
Yeah, I
finished
would've.
one thing before you started the other.
Yeah, well,
You would-
maybe,
you
but
would-
she bought the house. I guess we wouldn't have done all the stuff we're doing to the new house. We'd have just moved in like it was,
and then done it,
and
gradually.
then done it over years, which would have been worse. So this is good.
Yeah.
At least
get
I'm
it all
telling
done.
myself that,
And then you've been having some dental work
Big time.
because everybody knows he had the incident. Well, I say everybody knows. I didn't know until you told me. But you had the incident at a rodeo where you got
stomped in the head by a bull.
By a bull.
Yeah.
And it broke your face and
Broke my face
and
out.
your eyeball. And which
Eyeball
meant
was stuffed in.
it missed your
jaws
jaw,
broken up.
your
Teeth broken out.
And so for years you've been trying to get that worked out and right. And you finally went to a dentist, but you had to go to Texas to get that done. So let's talk about that experience. I mean, I know it was painful.
Well-
I saw the bruise.
Well, pain pills and Oragel. is my life
it's
now.
like what you're doing now. Yeah.
Pain pills and Oragel. And actually, it's ibuprofen, but
Yeah.
Oragel. But what happened was, I got stomped by the bull 30 years ago, and it broke my jaw in a couple of places. My face was fractured, my skull. It was bad. So they fixed everything over the next couple of years. But that was 30 years ago. So after 30 years of all that dental work done, stuff started to, I'm getting old. So things were deteriorating, teeth were going bad. I had implants that failed because back then, they didn't know what they were doing hardly. I mean, it was brand new. So I finally went to a dentist group locally, and it was not a good experience at all. They drug things out. It cost me a fortune, and I wasn't getting things done well.
Right.
Their work wasn't that good. They were dragging me out. You wouldn't believe the money I spent on them, and I was only halfway done, and it was 3 years. I remember when I first went to them, I told them, I said, I need to have some dental work done. They told me what they were going to do. I was going to have extractions and implants and all that
the
stuff.
whole thing.
Well, I said, I want this done and finished before I go I've got to go to Nashville in about a year and get inducted into the Country Radio Hall of Fame. And I want it done by then. He said, shouldn't be a problem. Now, I was inducted 2 years ago. So I started this over 3 years ago.
Apparently it was a problem.
It was, but it was. I think they found out if they keep dragging you out, they just get more and more money. Every time you went in, you got
Something else had to be done.
My friend, I talk about Lucy and Ethel, Mary and Jeanette. Well, Jeanette and her husband live in Fort Worth. He fell and broke his back years ago in a construction accident, and it messed his mouth up too. So he needed a lot of dental work done. He found a dentist out there. He went to her, and he had his entire uppers done everything taken out, everything fixed, everything, new teeth put in, temporaries in one day. And then 2 months later, permanents done at half the cost of what most people charge. And this lady dentist is amazing. So I said, I need to look into that. So I called and talked to her, and I sent her my x-rays, sent her all my stuff. She told me she could fix me up. And I went out there, and last Tuesday, not just 3 days ago, but a week ago, she started. I went in on a Tuesday. She started. She measured and did all that. Didn't really do anything Tuesday. Wednesday, all the surgery. Thursday, some more surgery. And I was home Saturday. Now, I was bruised and bloodied, and it was a mess.
First bruise you sent me.
It was black.
It was huge.
All down in here. But you know what? It was worth it. And I'm still kind of dealing with some painful stuff. But I'm done. These teeth look pretty good.
And
these
phenomenal.
Are temporaries. And so I'll go back in 2 months and get all the
different.
permanent put in, and I'll be done. It was an amazing experience, and they did it all in really just a couple of days.
It changed the whole aesthetic of your face a little bit.
It does because
too.
it's done correctly.
Yeah.
I was starting to look like a really old. I mean, I am an old guy, but I was looking like Grandpa Wilson, because when the ill-fitting teeth, first of all, they didn't look good. And secondly, the bone structure gets weird, and you start looking like you've got no teeth, and things are bad. So, at 72, I figured do it now and be done till the end of time. I'll be done.
Yeah, I think it looks great.
Now I want to live longer because I invested so much in my teeth.
Make sure you
I want to get my money's worth.
Yeah, well, just
that alone will keep me motivated to eat better and do better.
Yeah, and when you get your permanent ones, you can just eat everything you want to that you haven't been able to eat.
You know what I can't wait to do?
What?
An apple.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Do you know how long it's been since I've been able to eat an apple like usually I cut them up into little slices
and bite them. Yeah, that's how I do. Yep. All right, the time is 7:32. We're going to take a quick break, and we come back. We got some headlines. We got the new Coca-Cola amphitheater, and something's already happened to it. So you just can't have anything nice.
No.
And then we had a Chilton County man arrested for murder. So y'all stay with us.
Ooh.
You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bill broadcasting live from the Clinton Tractor Studios. We'll be right back. The Dive Cajun Restaurant is now open, located just off exit 205 in Clinton. The Dive Cajun Restaurant has a family atmosphere and a menu that offers the best Cajun food around, with plenty of options to choose from that's full of flavor. Fried alligator, gumbo, shrimp and grits, crawfish fettuccine, jambalaya, steaks, burgers, salad, and more. Open 7 days a week to serve you. Like us on Facebook for hours and menu. Serving up that Bayou goodness at the Dive Cajun Restaurant in Clinton.
Need reliable towing or diesel repair? MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984.
Workout anytime, coming soon to Clinton. Your fitness, your schedule, and for a limited time, join with payments as low as $14.99. We have top-of-the-line treadmills and weights, but we are more than just a gym. We bring luxury and results to your fitness routine. Relax in our saunas, recharge with red light therapy, refresh in our hydro massage beds. Get that glow with unlimited tanning and push your limits with dynamic classes. Need guidance? Our personal trainers are here to help you set your goals, stay motivated, and get real results. This is your space, your time, your transformation. Open 24/7. Workout anytime, coming soon to Clinton.
talking about
We are back.
weird stuff in radio.
You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Beach Radio.
It is mayhem, even when the commercials are running.
Teresa and Dollarville here with you. Broadcasting live from the Clanton Tractor Studios. When I was going to break and I was doing the lead-in, after I said what the news topics were going to be, I realized that last one I sounded a little too happy about, and I was like, well, I didn't mean to sound like I was happy that we were going to talk about
A man
that.
was arrested for murder.
It's like it shouldn't have been like that. And tell them what you said about the lady you hired.
Years ago, we had this lady we hired as a newscaster. And, you know, when you're on the air playing music and stuff, you're in one studio, the newscaster's in another studio. And so what happens is we'll say, you know, now it's time for the news. And, the little thing goes, time for news, and then they go to the newscast. Well, we would turn everything down and we would be talking about what we're going to talk about in the next break or whatever. Wouldn't always listen. Well, one morning we kept it up and we were just going to listen to what the news was. We already knew most of it. And we just wanted to see what she was talking about. And to our horror, everything she taught, and it was one of those mornings where there was one bad thing after another, really bad stuff. And she sounded thrilled at the murders and the deaths of children. She would go, and this morning, they found a dead body of a child out in the park. They don't know who killed it or killed her. And she said, and a young man was eaten by a shark in Panama City, Florida. And coming up, we'll tell you about a murder and it's like, what in the world? Everything she would announce in news sounded like a most wonderful, bright, excited. It's like she was reading Dr. Seuss or the story of Winnie the Pooh. Down in the park, a child was killed. She was fired within. They tried to coach her, and she just couldn't get that out of her voice. She would have been a phenomenal reader for children. You know, one of those things where she could read books to children. But she was not designed to be a newscaster.
Not for the bad stuff. News. No, not at all. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. I'm sorry. That really is the story we're going to report on is sad, and I'm sorry that I sounded happy. I'm really not happy about it, I promise.
Sometimes inflections just come accidentally.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
I do it all the time.
That one did.
I'm kind of a positive person, and you know what's bad is sometimes I'll start into a sentence, and I wrote the sentence, so I know what I'm going to say, but I'll forget that it's negative, and so I start happy. And then have to try to change mid-sentence. So you're going, and coming up next, there was a sad story. I feel like an idiot. It happens.
Oh, radio. Oh, gosh. So we're going to talk about the bad one first, because the other one is not, it's not good, but it's not horrible either. So in Clanton, there was a shooting on County Road 324.
Oh, dear.
I believe this happened yesterday. No, it actually was on August 5th. There was at a residence, deputies had responded to a report of a shooting and found Kirby Jones of Maplesville with a gunshot wound to the chest. He was transported to the hospital where he later died, and they have arrested Evan Romano and charged him with murder in connection with the incident. He is currently held at the Chilton County Jail. And I'm assuming it said Clanton, so I'm assuming this happened in Clanton. And then Kirby Jones was just from Maplesville.
Was from Maplesville.
Yeah. Sad situation. Sheriff John Sharon and the Chilton County Sheriff's Office expressed their condolences to Jones' family and loved ones, and stated their commitment to seeking justice and ensuring community safety.
That's sad.
Sad situations, but I'm glad they were able to catch the guy.
Yeah.
Unlike the guy that went on the run after killing 4 people.
They finally
captured him.
they finally caught him, didn't they?
They captured him Tuesday. I just talked about that Andy was with me, and we were just talking about, him still being on the run and how they haven't been able to find him. They did arrest 3 people for aiding and abetting him. So, and I think impending an investigation or something like that. But they did finally find him in Tennessee and arrest him.
Good.
So he is.
That was the one that killed the hikers in the woods? Is that?
No, no, this was a different. This one killed 4 people in a home.
Oh, that's right.
And they did. I think they did catch the guy that killed the hikers too.
Yeah.
It was a guy. It was a man and his daughter that he killed, wasn't it?
I know that he killed the mother and the dad and.
Oh
maybe.
that's right. Yeah. Man, I don't know what this world has gone absolutely berserk. Absolutely berserk. I don't know what in the world is happening here, but unfortunately.
Well, it's always happened. It's just we hear about so much more now because it's you think about what was her name? The woman that gave her mother 40 whacks, and when she saw what she had done, she gave her father 41.
Yeah.
Hacked her
Lizzie
mom.
Borden.
Lizzie Borden, yeah. I mean, those horrible things have always, Cain and Abel. Cain, killed his brother. But we hear about so much now in so much detail that it makes it sound like the world is coming to an absolute end, where it's always happened. You just didn't usually hear about so much detail from all over the world and all over the country.
Yeah.
It was usually just local stuff.
You're right. And then I saw one where, the Coca-Cola Amphitheater just opened. It has not been open that long.
Like
maybe
a month? Yeah.
And a car has already crashed through the fence at the amphitheater. I was trying to get what I pulled up, what I had was it ended up being just a video. So I got to try to find something.
So somebody ran into the fence. Mm-hmm. Were they trying to get into a concert?
I don't know what in the world they were doing. Let's see. It just says a car crashed into a fence at the Birmingham Coca-Cola Amphitheater, and they're working to learn more. Mm. So that's really all we know.
I wonder if there was either alcohol involved or whatever.
Yeah, something. Absolutely. Well, you know what? It really crashed through it. It's...
Oh, you're looking at a picture?
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at a picture. It crashed all the way through it. I wonder if he was...
When did that happen? Yesterday?
Yesterday or the day before.
I was just trying to see where my wife was yesterday.
It's a black car, pretty nice one. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. It crashed. So, something happened for sure. Because that wasn't just I accidentally hit the fence. This was, boom, I went all the way through it, tore up the whole front and side of the car, debris everywhere. I don't know. They probably not paying attention if I had to guess.
Alcohol or sleep? Mm-hmm. Fell asleep or lost control some way. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sounds like somebody fell asleep to me.
Yeah. Did you? So you know about the I don't know what to call it. It was the attack in Cincinnati where all those people started beating up the other people. Did you see that?
I've heard.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't get any details.
There was one lady that got beat up, punched, and
really?
Bad. They knocked her completely unconscious, and they have a picture of her just laid on the ground, completely unconscious.
What caused the fight?
It was at a jazz festival, and these people just started running up and attacking people. There was one guy that
jazz festival. I didn't know they had mosh pits at a jazz festival.
Well, apparently they do.
Where they just want to fight.
I guess. I really don't know.
Mosh pit.
But she has finally spoken out, and she says basically she was trying to keep somebody up. They were beating up a guy pretty bad, and she was trying to save him because he was praying. He was like, "Please, God, please help me. Somebody, please help me." And so she went over there to try to help him to keep him from killing him, and then they attacked her too. And
was it guys?
Guys and girls.
How would
They've arrested like 6 or 7 people.
Well, they
already.
should. What man beats up a woman that's trying to help a dude that's being beat up? They did. You don't hit a woman.
And they said apparently,
shouldn't hit a guy either, but
she's got some type of permanent damage from it. I don't really know what, but she did finally speak out yesterday about the attack, and
I thought people that listen to jazz were laid back and kind of usually stoned and cool and laid back and going, hey, wow, man, that's some good jazz, man. Fighting, I don't see.
And apparently the guy that hit her had a bunch of other things that he had been arrested for, and she says he should have never been on the streets.
Right. Well, that doesn't surprise me.
Which, I was going to say, that did not surprise me at all. But she made the statement yesterday, she is still black and blue in her face. And this happened we're getting on like about 10 days now, I think.
Wow.
And I mean, she has still got visible situation, but yeah.
Well, they did get that guy, right? The one that she's talking about? I guess they did.
I guess they did.
I hope he goes to jail for a while.
I think they all are going to go because the Cincinnati governor, mayor, everybody is kind of like,
astounded.
We're not gonna tolerate this. They're already talking about getting more people into law, having more law enforcement and things like that to keep stuff like this from happening.
And
they were like, this should not have happened at all. This whole thing never should have taken place. Pretty lady, but she's bruised up still as of yesterday. The day before. What's today? 8 on the 6th is when this was. But
2 days.
Yeah, pretty sad.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
You go to these events to have fun, to enjoy the music, to chill out, have a good time, and then always got some people in there that just are there to cause trouble. They either get drunk or high or something, then they get into arguments and they have to fight. And it's ridiculous. It ruins it for everybody. But that lady paid the price. She was just trying to help another dude.
Yeah, I feel because he was begging, somebody please, God help me. He was bloodied up pretty bad, and they were kicking him in the head and just all kinds of stuff. It just makes me sick to even think about it. All right, the time is 7:47. We're going to take another break, and when we come back, I don't know if y'all watched the first 48. But one of the beloved detectives has passed away, so we'll talk about that when we come back. And a local police chief is under fire for how a traffic accident was handled yesterday. So y'all stay with us. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. You're listening to Therese and Dollar Bill, broadcasted live from the Clinton Tractor Studios. We'll be right back.
Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550.
Universal Heights Academy is now enrolling for the following programs: aesthetics, manicurist, waxing, cosmetology, barbering, and the instructor crossover program. We are offering small class sizes for more personalized instruction. Hybrid and online classes are also available. Find us on Facebook or visit uhaway.com for more information on our discounted enrollment rates. Your rewarding career starts with Universal Heights Academy.
Curvy Girls Boutique, created by a plus-size woman for plus-size women. We offer cute, comfortable, and affordable clothing in sizes 1X to 4X, including dresses, sets, swimsuits, jewelry, bags, and more. Our fabrics are soft, durable, and perfect for everyday wear. Shop online at curvy-girls-boutique.com or follow us on Facebook. Curvy Girls Boutique. Embrace your curves and feel confident every day. We are back. The time is 7:50. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bill here with you this
Good
morning.
morning.
Let's see. I don't know which one to go through first. So yeah, I want to go through the first 48 detective. So in Tulsa, a detective that was featured prominently on the popular A&E show, The First 48, has passed away from cancer. He was with the department for 35 years, and his partner, Mark Kennedy, says he was just a really, really good guy, and they had planned on retiring together next year. And he said, basically, everybody called them an old married couple.
That's funny. They get along so well and work together so well.
And I watched The First 48 religiously. That is one of my shows. And when I saw the headline, and I was like, that I knew exactly who he was. Like immediately, I knew which one he was, and I was like, no, he was kind of one of those guys. He figured that stuff out. I love that show.
I watched it on and off. I never did watch it regular, so I liked it when I watched it. Intriguing.
Yep, they had a lot of Birmingham shows too.
Yeah, they
did
did
some stuff on Birmingham, and now there's one. It's called Live Cops, something Cops, and it has the officers from Oxford on it.
Really?
And I saw they did several different ones that featured the cops from Oxford, Alabama.
I'll be danged. Yeah. I need to watch that. I do watch that on Patrol Live, but they don't have anybody in out. Got a lot in Georgia and South Carolina and Florida, but no Alabama. But I know the one you're talking about. It's not on Patrol Live. It's Live PD or something like that.
Well, it's not the Live PD. This one is called it's a Cops, but it's I don't know. It's not like the Cops. It was like Cops something or something. I can't remember now. I found it accidentally. I was scrolling one afternoon trying to find something to watch, and I was just kind of laying around on the couch, and I found it. And hubby came home, and they were talking about they were talking to a guy from Pell City. And they were like, where are you from? He said, Pell City. And they were like, well, what are you doing all the way out here? And he was explaining why he was there. They had pulled him over for something. And it ended up not being anything. They ended up letting him go. But
it's neat when it's local like that.
Yeah, he was like, what are they talking about, Pell City? What are you watching? And I walked in there, and it had it in the corner, and I can't, for the life of me, can't remember what it was. I'll have to try to find it.
I got hooked on watching one called Chopper Cops, and it was all about police and helicopters.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
It was neat. Yeah, it's mainly out of Florida. They got some kind of real exclusive helicopter thing in Florida.
Oh, goodness. I forgot all about that. Okay.
We have a guest?
Yeah, we do, and I forgot about it. That's on me. I do remember him telling me that he would come in today. Completely forgot about it. Oh, I'm not even prepared.
That's all right. It's
Friday. Me. That's what, radio.
It's live. That's the beauty of live.
Yeah, we'll finish up, and then we'll get ready for Ian. I just completely, Friday, it's in my book. I just didn't look at it this morning. I thought I had my act together. I did not. So yeah, that's a shame about
that guy. Yeah,
homicide detective John Brown. We're gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss watching him. Locally, I say kind of local in Leeds. I'd say fairly new police chief. Is it? What's his name? Paul Irwin. So something happened, and then when it happened, AL.com wrote an article about it, just really not painting Chief Irwin in a good light. And apparently they had the story wrong, which really infuriated Chief Irwin.
Sure.
He was like, first of all, I'm going to apologize for the false narrative published in AL.com. And I know a lot of people are not a fan of AL.com at all, and especially because they make a lot of errors, mistakes. They're very, very opinionated in their articles, and this one was no exception. I read the article by the girl that wrote it, and I was like, wow.
What did the chief supposedly do?
Well, they pulled over a lady for speeding yesterday. And they said that she was kind of weaving in and out of traffic. She almost clipped another car. So they pulled her over for speeding, and when they told her that they needed to see, I'm sorry, this was on the 5th, when they needed to see her license, she didn't have a driver's license. All she had was a Mexico identification. Well, it turns out that she's not here legally, but she's been here since she is 7. She's actually a graduate of Leeds High School. She went to college, got a bachelor's degree, and it works as a counselor. The problem is she's not here legally.
Right.
She had been going through the process, but it had not been finalized yet. So when she did not have a driver's license and all she could do was identify herself with a Mexican identification, Mexico identification, they arrested her and then ICE got involved. And
Well, that's what's happening
they
nowadays.
took her to Pickens County and now they're trying to deport her. And the whole area is up in arms about it because they say that the police department did not handle it properly. They should have, let her go.
She was driving without a driver's license
Yeah.
or a proper ID.
Exactly. But
So-
AL.com, though, said that she was born here, which she wasn't, that she was going 1 mile over the speed limit, which she wasn't.
Well, it wouldn't matter if she was. If she was cutting in and out of traffic and almost sideswiped somebody, that's reckless driving, or at least uncontrolled driving. That alone gives you a probable cause to pull them over.
Exactly. But everybody is they've started a GoFundMe to try to help her stay, signing petitions, doing all this stuff. And I mean, I get what they're saying. She was a productive member of society.
Right.
She went to college.
Trying
she was
to do
doing
the
all
right thing.
things. She
Right.
was doing it, going through all the right channels, trying to get her citizenship. It just was, and
Well,
I agree.
why
it takes
didn't
too
she have
long.
a driver's license? You don't have to be a citizen to get a driver's license.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I mean,
about
you just got to go down and take the test, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, they says that she came within feet of striking other vehicles, erratically changing lanes, and a marked unit with the Lisa Police Department pulled her over. And they said it's unfortunately that she had not taken the steps necessary to remain in the country legally. She had, though. That's the only thing that,
You would have any problem with.
Is
She
that
really
she
was
was
trying to do
trying
the right
to,
thing.
it just was
but she
taking-
should have had a driver's
process
license.
was taking too long. And he says there are many people that he knows and have friendships with who know this person, and we wish her the best as she returns to her country. I've always appreciated the media for contacting us so we can contribute to any story about what is happening in the city of Leeds or anywhere else in the state of Alabama. He said, I've provided perspective on law enforcement issues to the entire state. He's just really upset that he had a false narrative. And he said the person who actually did it, let's see.
That pulled her over?
No, that actually wrote the article.
Oh.
Heather Gann. He said Heather Gann put out a false narrative on AL.com, and he's really been out of shape about it. On the other side is the people that are up in arms about it. Her name is Giovanna. They call her Gia Hernandez Martinez. She's 24 years old, and she was taken into custody by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. And they are, working, trying to, I don't know what. They're doing all kinds of stuff that they're trying to keep her from having to go away because she has her whole life here. But we know people that had their whole life here, and they got picked up and they're gone.
Right. Well, the bottom line, I mean, I think there are so many people here illegally that are great people that I would love for them to be legal and citizens because they're productive, hardworking, great people that care about their family, just want a better life. We all know there are people like that. But the problem is you either are here legally or you're here illegally. They need to fix, we talked about this before, they need to fix the program and let it be easier for people to become citizens or become legal some way or another. Make it not so hard and long drawn out, you know?
Yeah, I
But
agree.
but the bottom line is she was driving without a driver's license. She didn't have proper ID, and she's here illegally. So she's got to deal with all that on a civil legal basis.
Yeah.
She shouldn't have been driving crazy, so she wouldn't have gotten caught. If she'd been driving normal, she'd still be,
Exactly.
you know.
Yep, that's true. All right, the time is 8 o'clock. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to have our guest in here with us, Ian. What's Ian's last name? Velasquez. Okay. I'm hoping that I say that right. Terrible names. I have a name that's hard to pronounce too, so I get it. Okay, Velasquez. Okay, so we will be talking with Ian Velasquez when we come back. Y'all stay with us. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bill broadcasting live from the Clinton Tractor Studio. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience. Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
The Dive Cajun Restaurant is now open, located just off exit 205 in Clinton. The Dive Cajun Restaurant has a family atmosphere and a menu that offers the best Cajun food around, with plenty of options to choose from that's full of flavor. Fried alligator, gumbo, shrimp and grits, crawfish fettuccine, jambalaya, steaks, burgers, salad, and more. Open 7 days a week to serve you. Like us on Facebook for hours and menu. Serving up that Bayou goodness at the Dive Cajun Restaurant in Clinton.
Need reliable towing or diesel repair? MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984.
Workout. We are back. The time is 8:04. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Therese and Dollar Bill here with you this morning, and we are broadcasting live from the Clinton Tractor Studios. We have our guest in with us this morning. I completely forgot you were coming. I am so sorry. He came in here a couple of days ago. We talked about it, had a whole conversation. I wrote it down in my calendar and promptly forgot.
Wait till she gets mine.
I'm so sorry.
I can write it down in 5 minutes later, forget what I wrote down.
He came in and go, Ian's here, and I just, my whole face had a complete blank. For a minute, I was like, I have no idea what he's talking about. But then he was like, Ian. And I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot. I'm so sorry. So I'm not prepared at all, and I apologize for that. But Ian, you are the youth pastor here at the First Methodist. And how long have you been doing that?
I've been doing it for 4 years now. This summer makes 4 years. And so...
It is the youth pastor. Do you have a certain grade or ages that you particularly
with my group, we have 7th to 12th graders.
Okay.
Oh man, you're up on the upper end of the youth.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Junior high through the end of high school.
Yes, sir.
Very good.
What are so where did you grow up? You grew up around here? Where are you from?
Yeah, I grew up here. Went to Chilton County High School. Went all through all the Clanton schools. My mom was actually a teacher at Clanton Intermediate for a while.
Wow, okay.
And so of course I get to go with her wherever she was teaching. But yeah, grew up here. Actually went to church where I'm the youth pastor at too. So that worked out really well. But yeah.
You kind of had an in there, didn't you?
Just a little bit.
Fellow Methodist.
There it is. That's where we're at.
There you go. So did you know at a young age that ministry was something that you wanted to go into, or did it just kind of develop?
It really kind of developed. I knew honestly, it was kind of while I was at college. At first, I went to college. I was going to be a music major. It was great. I did band and all this other stuff. And
what did you play?
I played the tuba.
I played trumpet, trombone, euphonium, and tuba.
Oh, that's better than me. That's
awesome. I didn't say I was any good at it. Now, wait a minute. I didn't say I was any good at it.
Oh, man.
But my big two instruments were trombone and tuba.
That's awesome.
And I played tuba in college, junior college.
Yeah. That's where I did
I love tuba.
Dude,
I love the bass.
I love it. It's awesome. But I was like, okay, I'm doing band. I'm going to do this at college. And so I could be either a music major, be a band director, and then that did not work out. It was honestly just through college. I was like, I know I'm going to do something within the church. I know I want to do something with that. And honestly, it was one of those times to where I did a lot of jobs outside of college, and one of the guys at our church called me and was just like, hey, we're losing our youth pastor. Will you come do this? And I promptly said, no, not at all. Not at all.
Not prepared for that.
Are you kidding me? And so I remember he called me like 2 or 3 times, and I was just like, okay, I'll check this out. And as soon as I took it, I met with the pastor, did all these different things. I've loved it ever since.
Oh, that's great.
I think it was just really this is what God's really called me to do. And so I love it. I've absolutely loved it.
You know, Ian, I got to tell you, it's a great calling, because I know in my life, the youth pastors I had, I was very lucky that I had really good ones.
Yeah.
And they can change your life. They can put you on a track in life that's positive and productive rather than going the other way.
Yeah.
And does that hang with you? Do you worry about that as far as the responsibility kind of?
I know that it is a big responsibility, and that's one of those things I kind of think about a lot is like, am I doing enough for these kids? I'm praying, I'm speaking with the Lord. I'm just like, hey, just tell me what we need to do. And I think one of the biggest things that I've found really with this job is just being there, and I'm just being there for those students and even the parents as well. And so I've thoroughly loved it. But yeah, no,
I think it's a great calling.
Thank you.
Now, what college did you play the tuba?
I was at Auburn University.
Woo!
She's War Eagle.
Now I gotta ask you.
Okay.
You're a big guy.
Yes.
I'm a pretty big guy.
Yeah.
Did you play tuba because they figured you could hold the sousaphone in March?
I'm not gonna lie. No, not them, but when I was in middle school and I was trying to figure out an instrument, they were just like, I wanted to play saxophone because I just thought it was cool.
Love saxophone.
I thought it was great, and I go up there and I did something on it, and this guy was like, "That was good. Take this. You're a big guy. Take this tuba." And I was like, "Oh, all right, if you insist."
That's what they did. I was trombone and loving the trombone.
Yep.
We need a tuba player.
Yeah,
boom.
Take this. We always need another one. Come on.
That's hilarious.
So do you do any music in your ministry with youth ministry?
Actually, so I started doing worship leading while I was at college, and I kind of took that that's a part of my ministry. And
Good.
So our little youth worship team, is awesome. I love them. That's my little fix or way to still kind of do that. And so
I love it.
We have a full group of kids that are singing and playing instruments, guitar, bass, drums. That's been really cool. And then also, I consider this a part of my own ministry, but I also help with the high school marching band.
Oh, good.
During like band
excellent.
camp or during the fall as like an assistant. And so I get to kind of still see those kids and work with those kids.
That's
So
awesome.
I love getting to do that.
Do you still play the tuba?
I wish. I don't. It's kind of hard to buy one of those because they're pretty
Yeah,
expensive.
they're expensive.
Well, what
and
happened to the one you had?
It was the school.
Well, school is, yeah.
School's
Nobody,
It was a loaner.
nobody owns.
Yeah,
If you go,
yeah.
the person that owns a tuba is going to own an upright tuba, like
yeah.
like for concert, and they're hideously expensive.
It's crazy.
And nobody buys a sousaphone unless you can find one that the school's getting rid of cheap.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And those are usually beat up pretty bad. But you don't want to lose your embouchure. You don't want
I still, the only time I really play now at this point is when I go back to Auburn for like alumni band. They have like
Oh,
a
do
thing
they do
every
that?
year for during like homecoming. And so I try to sign up for that because I still see some friends, and that's like the only time I get to really play. It sounds terrible, but I get to go out there and just have some fun and get to do that all
That
over
is
again.
awesome. Now you're working with kids.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it takes a calling to be able. And so, did you have to figure out how to reach them? Did you figure, I can bring the music in with this and reach them in a way that I might not otherwise be able to reach them and minister to them and it be effective?
Yeah, that was honestly, it was so new to me. The most I'd really done before I started working where I am, I just kind of helped lead a couple small groups at the church that I was at for the youth. And so this was way more than that. But I think it was one of those things I kind of had to figure it out, honestly. And I think the biggest thing that I did to figure it out was just kind of like what I said, just be there, be present, get to know the kids. Don't just sit back and just let them do their own thing. I'm one of those. I'm pretty extroverted, and so I'll just jump in.
Hands
I'll
on.
just
Get
jump
in
in.
there
I'll
and-
talk to you about whatever.
Yeah.
Some people say I'll just talk to a wall, and I probably will. But
I've
it's
been
one
told
of those
that
things,
myself.
So it's one of those things to where like if I see them, I'm gonna make it a point to just start talking, get to know them, see what's going on in their life. And so I figured out that was for me the most effective way to get to know them and get on their level as well. And so
That's
yeah.
amazing.
Well, a lot of adults will not talk to kids on a level that the kids don't feel like they're being talked down to.
Exactly.
Right.
That's the other thing is, this attitude that you're a kid and I'm an adult, so I'm going to talk down to you is kind of prevalent. And so, I think that's great. Just having a kid feel like they can come talk to you has got to be a big step. Now, how do you keep from killing the junior? I know it's a church, but let's face it, junior high school age is that age where the demon is in them because they're 12, 13, 14, 15, whatever, and hormones and stuff. Yeah, how do you keep from just pulling your hair out? Because you got thick hair.
Thank you. I'd say for that, my wife, Mary Catherine, is the one that I probably talk to the most about anything that I deal with. And she's actually a school teacher right now.
Okay, so she understands.
She knows.
So she kind of gets it, all the
And
way.
so I'm
What
just
grade
like,
does she teach?
She's actually 4th grade special ed.
Okay.
And so
that's neat.
I'll talk to her about all this stuff because I'm just like, if I don't talk to you about this, I'm going to lose it. But it's one of those things, even with whatever kids, however they act, it's one of those things to where I try to show them grace no matter what through that process.
Yeah.
But obviously, someone's going to act wild or say something, but it's just one of those things. That's just a part of it.
Yeah.
Right.
That's just part of kids growing up anyway,
Right.
for sure.
I was like, I know I was that way. I know I was
was.
that way. And so I just try to show them that grace and be that person to where like I know I needed someone to be like, hey, let's not do this while we're here. Let's try to act better in
Let's
this way.
do something a little different here.
Right.
This isn't really working. So now you talk with Baden, and you're going to have a show here
Yes.
at Piper Peach Radio. It's going to be on our gospel station. So let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
What you're going to be doing there.
So for that show, I'm actually really excited. When Baden texted me, I was really just kind of like, I have no idea. And I know he had talked to me because I had spoken with Andy. Actually, I told him I was like, "Man, you're a celebrity up here. This is awesome." We saw him coming to church. I'm like, "Let's go." And
Please don't give him that much. He's not a celebrity.
Oh man, I saw him. So next thing I know, I get a phone call, and I'm like, I'm never opening my mouth again. But then I sat there, and I really just kind of thought about it, and he was like, hey, whatever kind of show you kind of want to think up for this. And in my mind, I'm like, well, I don't want to talk about myself. I hate talking about myself. But it's one of those things to where I thought about it, and I was like, I would love to bring in ministry leaders in the area. So like pastors, youth pastors, children's ministry, all these other different things, or just some kind of ministry leaders, and just ask them like, hey, how were you called in? Kind of like what you were asking me.
Yeah.
Really just, how are you called into this?
Right.
What's something that you were so excited about? What's something that you need prayer over? What's something that you want to just say, hey, I love this in my ministry. This is what I'm super excited about. And just things like that, just to honestly, just to celebrate what they're doing, because I know it's being in it, it's difficult. And you deal with people all day. You deal with different personalities all the time. And so I think it's one of those things to where I really, and some of my really good friends are youth pastors in the area, other pastors in the area. And I just felt called to just celebrate them and what they're doing, and just give them a shout out,
Yeah, because here's the thing. My son is a prime example of this. He had somebody in his life that was like you, was kind of a mentor for him, showed him a lot of grace, because that boy, he was headstrong and he's going to do things his way. He had two different people that were there for him. And that there were times where they would call me and say, I'm going to just paint your son's head, slap off his shoulders, because he wouldn't listen. He was going to them wanting that
Guidance
relationship and that
yeah.
guidance, but then he wouldn't listen to anything they said. Now, however, at age almost 24, the things that they taught him are coming back to him, and he's using those tools. So while, I'm just saying this, don't want you to get discouraged if you don't see an immediate catch to it, because sometimes you plant that seed and it just takes a little extra watering for it to grow. So when you get to the point where you feel like maybe you're not making a difference, don't ever think that you are. You're getting through to them maybe in a way that nobody else could, but they're not going to tell you that right away.
Right.
They're going to make you work for it a little bit. You're oh, he needs some extra.
Mine kicked in at 53.
There you go.
So there's hope still.
Yes.
Still working on it.
Yeah.
There you go. I love it.
Yeah, so I wish you a lot of luck. And I think your show's going to be great because you have a different perspective on it. And I think there are going to be a lot of youth leaders and other ministry leaders are going to be like, that's what I need. I need to, get the word out there, tell people what I'm doing, and maybe, connect those people together and, have a workshop,
So
have
you're
a
going to do
powwow.
once a week or how often are you going to do the show?
How are we going to do this?
I'm planning on once a week, every Tuesday, I believe is what we set up, every Tuesday at 10:30. And so I'm going to try and have a some kind of leader, either a pastor, youth pastor, whatever, just come and be a part of it on those days.
Excellent. How long is your show going to be?
I have it for about an hour.
Good.
And just talking. I feel like I have enough material. We might get there and it might who knows? But I think that's one of those things that one thing a lot of pastors and youth pastors, we know how to talk.
Oh yeah.
I feel like we can discuss.
Yeah,
and
you
just
can't
go
be
over
shy.
You can't
and
be
be
shy.
a youth pastor. No.
And so we've jumped in there, and
But the beauty of it is you have a lot to talk about.
Oh
See,
yeah,
that's the thing.
And so there's so many different things that we're going to talk about, and I'm really excited just to get it started. And
When are you going to start?
this next week or this coming Tuesday.
Oh, good.
We're
Okay.
jumping in. I was like, all right, if we're doing it, let's go.
Let's do
I
it.
got it. We're going. We're free. And so we're going to start this coming Tuesday, and already got somebody lined up to come in and speak. And so it's gonna be really fun. It's gonna be a good time.
That's
Have
gonna
you
be
told the
great.
church that you're going to be doing this? Make sure everybody watches and
Yes.
supports it.
I've told my pastor. It happened so
And who's
quick.
the pastor there?
Pastor Wes Kelly.
Okay.
He is awesome. I love him. He has been a huge mentor for me, just with ministry and how you kind of handle stuff, and it's been great. And so he knows, and I've tried to let as many people as I can know over there, so we can get some viewers and people just listen in. And so, but now I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be really good.
Now, your youth that you oversee, is it like on Sunday mornings? Did you do other days during the week? How does when is it?
We do Wednesday nights.
Okay.
Doors open at 6. They can come hang out and just do whatever. We just play games, all this other kind of stuff, and then at 6:30 we start our worship service, and that's where we just jump in with that. And then on Sundays we have our Sunday school classes, and then we also have a second Sunday small group that we do to where we're either, I think in September we're actually going to the lake. We're gonna do like a lake day.
Okay.
Oh, that's neat.
Fun.
I try to do stuff on our second Sunday stuff just to where it's fun. We share a devotion and just be able to get everybody together in
I
fellowship.
think that's
so,
great.
that's what we're gonna try out and see how it goes for that. But that's our main times that we do stuff at our church just for youth programs. So
Awesome. What kind of programs do y'all have?
just for youth or just
Yeah,
overall?
well, just for youth for right now.
So really it's just Wednesday night services, like our
Okay.
main program. And so like I said, like we're doing games where we're doing worship, and then on like Sunday mornings just Sunday school, and then the small group. Those are our programs really. Our services on Sundays, right now it's 9:30 for our contemporary hydrate service, and then our traditional starts at 11. And right now we're also doing River Church till Labor Day they start at 8:30. So it's a lot of stuff going on.
Where do you do River Church?
Yeah.
It's out at Lake Mitchell at Higgins Ferry. And so
Higgins Ferry,
they
very
do,
good.
They do it out there. That's been so
Gotten
many
big.
years.
I
wanna say I've seen
it's pretty
something
big.
about that.
It's
People
pretty
come
big.
up in boats and cars.
Oh yeah, so
that's
there's people
so
they
neat.
sit under the dock and people bring up their boats as well.
I love that.
It's really cool. It's a really neat ministry that.
How many kids average in your
Man,
youth
you stole
program?
my question.
I'm sorry. Therese, what were you going to ask him?
No, you go ahead.
Right now summers are crazy because all the kids are
In and
everywhere.
out, yeah.
In and out. I'd say we average about 30 to 35.
Oh, really? It's a big
That's
group.
still a lot.
That's just like if everybody shows up, there's no sports happening, there's nothing else in the world happening. About 35 people,
That's
I'd
a
say, and
big
so,
group.
yeah. But God's blessed us, and because when I really first started, it was kind of right after COVID kind of hit, and that kind of killed everything. And
Yeah,
so
it
Yeah,
did.
it did.
just to really see where it's come from then, just trying to rebuild and bringing it back to where we are now has been
COVID
amazing.
actually killed a lot of churches.
Yeah,
It really did.
Yeah.
If they had a church, especially if you had a church that had a mainly older
Yes.
group. Once COVID came back, the people couldn't. They were
Yeah.
old or got sick or just got out of the habit. I don't know what it is. But
Right.
you're right. There are many churches that actually shut down after COVID.
Yeah, and that's when the kind of the Zoom services came into play, where you could
Right.
go online and watch the services a lot, so that the older folks that couldn't
Right.
go back and forth or were susceptible, they didn't want to, they didn't feel safe, they could still have
See it
church and
and
see
be a
it
part.
and be a part of it. Yeah.
Right.
yeah. But that's ever since then. That was something it's been really cool to see where we've come from.
That's
from that
awesome.
point. So
Yeah.
Well, I sure wish you. I'll be tuning in 10 o'clock
Absolutely.
this Tuesday.
yes,
Yeah.
10:30.
10:30.
10:30.
Yeah,
We'll get it
10:30.
right. We'll get
But
it
yeah,
right.
no, absolutely. Check it out.
10:30.
I'm really excited for it.
And that's going to be on Piper Peach Gospel. Download our app, Piper Peach Radio. You can do it for your smartphone through the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. And then once you click on the icon for the Piper Peach Radio, it opens up and you can choose which station you listen to. So you just click Gospel,
awesome. Yeah.
10:30, and there you are.
All right, you need to get the pastor on Sunday to get up and tell everybody how they can
Yep.
watch your show and listen to it and how to do it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll let them know. Well, I'm calling you out. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But no, that should be good. I think it'll be a good time.
I think it will too.
Yeah,
That's
excellent.
great.
Well,
Ian,
thank
it's
you.
been a
Yes.
joy and a pleasure to talk with you.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you for having me on. It's been great to
Good
speak
luck.
with you guys.
And I hope your show goes well. I think it will do wonderfly well.
Thank you.
I'm glad to
Absolutely.
see Methodists getting out there.
Go
Take that, you Baptists. Take that, you Lutherans. Take that.
Yeah, you Presbyterians.
Hey, maybe you could start the MT. Let's see, what would it be? The MTP,
MTP.
Methodist Tuba Players.
Oh my gosh.
Lord.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all could have the
We might have
only.
like two.
You could have the only service that's done fully with no organ, no piano,
It's just
tuba.
tubas.
Oh, that would be
Lord
awesome.
help us.
Oh man.
Lord help us.
Oh
All right.
gosh. We'll see how that goes.
Now you see why I wasn't a youth minister.
The time is 8:24. We're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we got some more stuff to cover. Marbury, oh my Lord. It's not even the last day of school, and they're already doing senior pranks over there, and it is a good one. Stay with us. We'll be right back. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Therese and Dollar Bill, broadcasted live from the Clinton Tractor Studios. Thanks, Ian.
Thanks, Ian.
Cajun Restaurant is now open, located just off exit 205 in Clinton. The Dive Cajun Restaurant has a family atmosphere and a menu that offers the best Cajun food around, with plenty of options to choose from that's full of flavor. Fried alligator, gumbo, shrimp and grits, crawfish fettuccine, jambalaya, steaks, burgers, salad, and more. Open 7 days a week to serve you. Like us on Facebook for hours and menu. Serving up that Bayou goodness at the Dive Cajun Restaurant in Clinton.
Need reliable towing or diesel repair? MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust MEMS Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984.
Workout anytime, coming soon to Clinton. Your fitness, your schedule, and for a limited time, join with payments as low as $14.99. We have top-of-the-line treadmills and weights, but we are more than just a gym. We bring luxury and results to your fitness routine. Relax in our saunas, recharge with red light therapy, refresh in our hydro massage beds. Get that glow with unlimited tanning and push your limits with dynamic classes. Need guidance? Our personal trainers are here to help you set your goals, stay motivated, and get real results. This is your space, your time, your transformation. Open 24/7. Workout anytime, coming soon to Clinton.
Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550.
Universal Heights Academy is now enrolling for the following programs: aesthetics, manicurist, waxing, cosmetology, barbering, and the instructor crossover program. We are offering small class sizes for more personalized instruction. Hybrid and online classes are also available. Find us on Facebook or visit uhaway.com for more information on our discounted enrollment rates. Your rewarding career starts with Universal Heights Academy.
Curvy Girls Boutique, created by a plus-size woman for plus-size women. We offer cute, comfortable, and affordable clothing in sizes 1X to 4X, including dresses, sets, swimsuits, jewelry, bags, and more. Our fabrics are soft, durable, and perfect for everyday wear. Shop online at curvy-girls-boutique.com or follow us on Facebook. Curvy Girls Boutique. Embrace your curves and feel confident every day.
Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Coming this June. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole. Plus, automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers. So everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts.
Underage.
We are back. The time is 8:30. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Dollar Bill here with you, broadcasting live from the Clanton Tractor Studios. We had with us Ian Velasquez. He is going to be having his, what's the name of his show? Do we know? Do you have a name for it? It's going to be here on our gospel station on at 10:30 on Tuesdays when it starts. He is the youth pastor at the First Methodist Church, and it's going to be called Faith on the Ground. Oh, I like that graphic, too. That's
Faith
nice.
what?
Faith on the Ground. I like it.
I like that.
I
Faith
love
on the
it.
ground.
Yep, he's an Auburn graduate. He played the tuba, which I fully respect that.
I fully respect
that's
that.
heavy stuff right there. And he's music. He can do music ministry. He does one-on-one youth. He's doing it all. And it takes a special person to work with
It really
kids.
does.
I mean, like you asked him, how do you keep from killing him? He said, I had to think. I got to be diplomatic about this.
Said, I have to pray a lot and talk to my wife, who's a fourth grade teacher. Yeah, you know, I've told people I'm not particularly brave, but I don't fear a lot of things except a 7th, 8th, or 9th grader.
Yeah.
I'm terrified of them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind teaching elementary. I wouldn't mind teaching high or school or college. I would never consider teaching a junior high school student.
Well, and I see
They scare me to death.
I saw it with my kids, but probably didn't recognize it quite as much. But now that I see my daughter with a daughter that is going into the 7th grade, I saw the personality changing, the growth starting at 11, 12, and now she's in 7th grade, and it is the attitude is, I am practically grown. I don't have to do what you say. I can do my own thing. Just that kind of, she just, like every kid that age gets, they just start, and they push boundaries because they're trying to figure out exactly
how far they can push
how far
you.
they can go,
Yeah.
like what's the limit, and you just have to continually correct them and
Draw a line in the
draw
sand.
a line. You have to have boundaries, and you have to stick to those boundaries with kids, especially nowadays. And like right now, the thing is, now that school started back, you cannot have your phone in your room at night when it's time to go to bed. Your phone has to go away because they'll stay up all night
On the scrolling or whatever. Yeah.
or arguing with each other, texting, whatever they're doing, and then they're tired. They want to get up the next day. They're not
Did the
engaging.
local schools ban phones in the classrooms now?
Yes, we talked about that yesterday,
Yeah,
as a matter
good.
of fact.
I think that is a very positive thing. There's no reason to have a phone in the classroom. None.
Unless you talk to some parents who say, but what if there is a situation?
The teachers have phones. Mm-hmm. And
I agree. I completely agree. I think the phones are
nothing-
detrimental to
they're
education.
the only thing they're going to do is either distract the student or they're going to cheat with it.
Mm-hmm.
Cheating and distraction. What good is that? And there's no other positive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess you could claim, well, I needed to look up a definition, or I need to Google something. No, that's what the teacher is there to do.
Now they said the exceptions are if they allow a specific day for a specific instruction, like if they're having a certain thing in the class and you're going to need to be looking at. But they almost have some kind of a Chromebook or some kind of something.
Chromebooks or something.
Yeah, you could put up an argument for keeping a phone on your person. If you want to keep a phone on your person bad enough, you can find any argument to lend some validity to it. But I mean, I just don't think that kids are I mean, you look at kids all the time now, and parents too. Everybody is on their phone constantly.
I am. I do it all the time.
It's a distraction. It absolutely is. Baden, I'll be looking at something on my phone, answering a text. And they're talking to me. I haven't heard a word they've said.
Right.
They're like, she's not giving us anything right now. And I was like, I'm sorry, hold on, let me finish doing this, and then I can. But I mean, it's an absolute distraction. Unfortunately, it's a necessary evil of my job.
Kind of, yeah.
Kinda, it is.
We used to have a rule at the radio station. If we went in to talk to our boss or somebody about something at work, you were not allowed to have your phone with you. And the boss, if you walked in his office, he was required by the company to open a drawer, put his phone down in a drawer, and shut the drawer. And that way, nobody had a distraction, so that whatever you spoke to your boss or anybody else about work, that there was no distraction.
Yep.
And that made all the difference in the world, because there were times when the boss would tell you he was talking about something pretty important, and you could see somebody constantly looking at their phone. They'd hear it ding, or it'd vibrate, or they'd just look down. And the same thing he said, sometimes I would reach over while they were talking and just check something because it buzzed.
Yep.
Nothing's that important that you can't pay attention for that few seconds.
Yeah.
So it is. There got to be boundaries, and I fully believe no phones in the classroom. You can't give me any reason to have a phone in the classroom.
Yeah, I really think people need to start putting their phones down when they're at dinner. I mean, put it face down.
I leave mine in the car.
When
we go to restaurants, I found myself one night, I think we talked about this before. I realized I looked up, I was checking an email or something, and I looked up, and Mary was just sitting there completely being ignored, and she's just looking around. She wasn't making she wasn't being mean or anything, but you could tell she was just so left out. I mean, she was just sitting there like I wasn't even in the restaurant because I was so distracted by the phone. And I went, that's it. So now we leave our phones in the car when we go in to eat at a restaurant or if we go somewhere. Now, if we're going to go to a movie or something, we will silence them, put them in airplane mode or whatever, and put them in our pocket or purse, because in case there's an emergency or something. But yeah, we've had to put restrictions on ourselves because I'm so weak that I can't not pay attention to this stupid thing more than I should.
Yeah, and I've gotten to
horrible.
I watch TV and read or be on my phone at the same time. And we were watching the show because I tell him all the time, I do both. And you have to leave me alone. Let me do both. Well, something happened on one of the shows, and I went, what just happened? What'd I miss? And he's like, well, if you hadn't been on your phone, you would know. And I was like, oh, he got me on that one. He got me. Because he's right. He was right. I was doing something on my phone and I missed it was an important part, and he wouldn't tell me, so I had to rewind it and go back and look at it.
I love it.
And if that had been a live show, I wouldn't have been able to rewind it. And that's what I have found is that in the living room, I put it on the live TV because I watch, the cops and stuff like that. So whatever's happening on the live TV,
you can't go back.
You can't rewind it. It's whatever is on, and I forget. I'll try to pause it when I'm watching like Dateline or something, and I go in there and check something in the kitchen, and I'm like, oh, I can't. So whatever's happening in the kitchen, I have to wait till a commercial so I can get up and go in there and take care of it.
I turn mine up excruciatingly loud so I can listen in the kitchen, whatever.
Yeah, it makes me wish I had a TV in the kitchen, but he got me on that particular instance.
Sometimes it takes getting humbled.
It did. I got all the way humbled that time. He's like, well, if you'd have been If you'd have been paying attention, you wouldn't have missed that. And I was like, oof, that hurt. He got
love
me
it.
right in the chest with that one.
Did you say that Marbury already is doing senior pranks? Isn't this day one of school?
Yesterday is when I saw it. It's hilarious, though. I think it was so funny. Marbury student. What in the world has happened? I accidentally clicked on something else. Marbury students already have done some senior shenanigans. If you went to the school yesterday morning, you saw that the whole lawn, including a couple of big trees, were just full of toilet paper.
TP'd.
And for sale signs for the school all over the front lawn. School for sale by senior class of 2026, Marbury High School.
That's funny.
I thought that was great.
Yesterday must have been some kind of weird senior day because I had kind of a, how do I put this without it sounding creepy? Okay, so I met my wife.
Is that
and,
where we're going?
yeah,
Oh, Lord.
it's a little weird, but you'll understand what I'm saying. So I met my wife and Jeanette. I met Lucy and Ethel at Jimmy John's sandwich shop for lunch yesterday.
Okay.
Well, Jimmy John's is up there in Alabaster. I think it's Jimmy John's, the one right next to Dunkin' Donuts.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got all glass, but the glass looks like a mirror from the outside, right? It's tinted. And so when you're outside walking up to the building, you see yourself walking up to the building. Well, we were inside eating, and I looked up, and these two really cute girls from Thompson High School walked up and got a sandwich and went outside to eat. So I'm inside with Lucy and Ethel, and these two girls are outside. And I mean, they were cute. And they were seniors because they were wearing senior sashes.
Oh, cute.
You know, white
Okay.
sashes that had the silver glitter that said seniors.
Yeah.
So they were out there talking. They were just looked like cheerleaders, just cutie pies. Wasn't paying attention to them. And then I looked up, and one of them standing in front of the glass right in front of me, and she pulls her skirt way up because she was wearing a senior's garter.
Oh, Lord.
Way up high.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, well. And then I realized, oh, God, that girl's young.
Yeah.
And Mary said, what's wrong? Why are you turning? I said, look. And she went, wow.
Wow.
The
Whoa,
girl
what's
forgot
happening here?
people were inside looking out. I guess they thought it was a mirror, and she was looking at her garter in the mirror.
God.
I was like, I like this. But because she was really pretty, really cute, good figure and all that stuff. I mean, it wasn't anything nasty, but it was, I got a lot of leg shot there. It was nice. So anyway, Mary said, you're a dirty old man. But I did look away. Once I saw what was going on, I looked away, but it was pleasant.
It was pleasant.
I mean, I'm not going to lie.
You weren't complaining at all, were you?
I didn't complain a bit. And then I think the girl realized it because suddenly I think she could see us inside a little bit because she suddenly dropped her skirt and laughed real heartily, and the other girl was laughing, and they walked and they left. You know, they were done. But
That is a hoot.
funny. Senior pranks the first day of school. I like that.
I do too. I mean, now,
I love senior pranks if they're not destructive or if they're funny and they show a lot of creativity. You know, I don't like them when they go in and damage the school or tear stuff up and all that.
I don't like that either.
But yeah.
I will say that someone very close to us who was a senior this past year that graduated was part of a senior prank, and it almost cost them going to the prom and walking at graduation because they did it at night, but they went in and they put, I think, balloons everywhere, some glitter.
Wasn't destructive. It was
No.
Yeah.
It was just messy. They were, and
a mess to clean up.
They put some things in all the teachers' little mailbox. It was kind of funny. And I mean, I don't think the punishment fit the crime. They got suspended. It was like this whole big rigmarole. I think lots of people got in trouble for it. And I just really thought seniors are going to do senior pranks. And as long as it's not, like you said, destructive, let them just be
or
kids.
mean-natured, really. I mean, that's just funny.
Yeah,
a lot of that stuff.
And they knew they were going to have to clean it up. That's why they did stuff that wasn't so bad, because they were like, we're going to end up having to clean this up,
Right.
so we don't want to like do more. But it was just funny stuff. I mean, you
Yeah.
walk down the hall and there's like a million balloons everywhere, and you're
wonder
stepping
who did
on them.
that.
And that, oh.
Blair.
But yeah, she, this person was like, I don't regret doing it because we had fun.
yeah.
It was an experience. She said the only thing is now I'm suspended, and I might not be able to go to prom or walk at graduation.
They did,
So
though. They let them go.
They did. They ended up letting them go.
That's
but,
good. I know we used to, when I was at Marion Institute, a bunch of us guys picked up a Volkswagen, carried it across a field, and put it down the stairwell in front of the mess hall doors, the cafeteria doors. And they didn't like that at all.
No, not even a little bit.
Not even a little bit, especially the guy that owned the Volkswagen.
Yeah.
But they rounded us up, figured out most of who did it. Some they accused that didn't do it, and some got away with it. I got caught, of course, because my face showed,
Yeah, you
I thought it
gave
was
yourself
funny.
away.
We all had to go down, pick the Volkswagen up, and carry it back up
take
the
it
stairs
back,
and put
yeah.
it back in its place, and that's it. And we got demerits, and couldn't go to town
that's
for a
what
week.
we had were demerits
Yeah.
in those days. And, at school at Irwin, we did the same thing. I say we, I wasn't a part of it, but they put somebody's car on top of the building, and there was like 10 of them that were involved in it.
See, I think that is brilliant.
It is brilliant. They put it on top of the building. It was one of the teachers' cars.
The engineering aspects and the logistics alone show genius that you can put a car on the roof of a building.
Yeah, well, they had help with some equipment. Somebody had access to some equipment.
It
so
doesn't
I
matter.
know.
That still shows ingenuity, creativity. I mean, let's look at it on the positive side.
Yeah.
Did it fall through the ceiling and destroy the car?
It was, it was literally on top of it. It was good. I
That
thought
is
it
a
was
good
a
one.
good
I
one.
like that.
It's like, man, they did so good on that. We all laughed about it, and of course, I don't think they got caught on that one. I can't remember if they did or not. Jamie can tell us.
All they had to do
'cause
is
he was
find
part
out
of it.
what kid in that school's dad owned a record company.
Yeah, somebody owned something.
Yeah, or a
sure.
lift or something, or
Yeah.
a crane company.
Absolutely.
You know, it's funny at Marion, they have this old cannon that's out there for looks. It's probably from the 1800s, and it's just out there for looks. And some enterprising, this was before I went there, this is back in the 50s, some kid got to looking at it and realized it hadn't been sealed up. It was still had the bore and the little bore hole, the little hole to set off to. So he went home for Christmas and came back with gunpowder, a fuse, and some other stuff. And one night in the spring, in the middle of the night, suddenly this thing goes kaboom. And it shook everybody in town up because it was basically a cannon explosion. The guy had figured out he could tamp the gunpowder down in it and put a fuse in it, and they put a bunch of nails and stuff in it, and it was pointed out over the parade ground, but they weren't thinking about how powerful or far the stuff would go. And there were houses way down there, like half a mile away or a quarter of a mile away. It peppered those houses with nails and rocks. Yeah. So it was a great, a great prank, except it went awry. They didn't realize if they just left, it did backfire. If they had not put the nails and the rocks in it, it would have still made the noise and the smoke and been a great prank, but it wouldn't have but it damaged those houses.
Oh God! How much trouble did he get in? All of it?
Yeah,
All of the trouble.
I think he got. Actually,
did
it's
he
funny.
get arrested?
No. This was in the 50s.
Oh yeah, okay.
So they handled it
where he had to go and
in-house.
fix it. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
and I don't think they even got. I don't even think they probably gave him 1 million demerits and all kind of punishment. The funny thing about Marion Institute was that you were on the honor system there, meaning when you went to school there, you had to sign this oath of honor saying that you would not lie, cheat, or steal.
Uh-oh.
Well, no, it saved him because when they found out, they kind of figured out who did it because somebody squealed on him or something. Anyway, when they figured out who did it, they went to him and they said, "Did you do it?"
And
He said, "Yes, I did." And by doing that, he couldn't be badly. Now, if he had said no and lied, he'd have been done. They'd have probably.
He saved himself
By being honest.
by being honest.
By admitting. When he said, "Yes, I did." They said, "Okay, you're not going up for an honor violation," which was the worst thing you could do. So he did get punished and all that, but it was punishment fit the crime, I guess.
Yep.
But by being honest, he got out of the worst of it. So I thought that was kind of neat.
They used to do some terrible stuff to our teachers at school. They would throw pennies at this one teacher. One year, a teacher was on. Had to leave. She wasn't there for like 2 weeks. I think she had some surgery or something. And we had a different. No, she wasn't gone that long. We had a particular substitute who was kind of like this.
Oh,
and the kids
nervous
were getting straws and shooting spitballs all over the ceiling. Well,
did she have a nervous breakdown?
Well, she ended up, she told that the class was disruptive and wouldn't listen and stuff like that. Well, Miss Lawson, who was the teacher that was our math teacher.
Miss Lawson?
Miss Lawson.
My cousin, I guess.
Her name was Renee Lawson. She came back to school, and she was one of those teachers, you didn't act up in her class. And when she came back, she said, "So, I heard you all were disruptive while I was gone." She said, "I expect you to act the same way when I'm not here as you do when I am here." And she said, "I want you to raise your hand right now if you were part of it."
Did anybody do it?
Oh, yeah, they did.
Oh, good.
They did. She said, because she's like, because if you don't tell me who did it, the whole class is going to be punished for it, and you're not going to like how this goes. And so the ones of us that were not part of it, we're going,
yeah, you guys better.
We were staring those boys. There was like 6 boys that were doing it.
Sure.
Yeah, the same ones that are always, doing
Right.
mischievous stuff. So they finally all were like, we did it. And she was like, "Well, I'm going to give you, grace for being honest, but here's your punishment." And because her punishments were not easy stuff. I mean, like, you were going to regret getting in trouble in her class. And so if the whole class had to be a part of it, those boys were not going to live outside of that classroom.
Right. Wow.
They weren't going to go home and tell about it for sure. We were going to murder them.
I never liked people messing with the teachers. It didn't seem fair, but I did have a chemistry teacher that her name was Miss Douillon. And Miss Douillon, I had her 2 years in a row, never, every day, 5 days a week, 2 years in a row, never saw her sober. Never saw her not drunk. And I mean like drunk. And she actually would open a drawer and pull a bottle out of in a bag
In school?
in class and
What
have a
in the
little
world?
she just could not be drunk. She would come in drunk and leave drunk. Or we'd leave school and she'd be asleep at her desk. Just out. Passed out.
We
And
had
they
a-
never fired her. I mean, Miss Douillon had been there for many years, and I don't know how long she was there after we left, but people could just get up and walk out. She was drunk most of the time. And that's why I had such a hard time with chemistry when I tried to take it in college.
Because you didn't learn anything?
I didn't learn anything in there except the chemistry of how to make a cocktail, maybe. Or I think I could have gotten a bartending, a mixology.
That was when the dollar bill doozy was
That's
born.
exactly right. Except hers was just one liquid and one bottle. I think it was vodka
Lord.
because it was clear.
We had a teacher, her name was Miss Goodgame, and she was diabetic, so she said. And she was, she would just be sitting there eating the whole time. She wouldn't teach you anything. She was going to sit there. She was going to eat her little, her
Cheetos
little
and
Cheetos or whatever. And we'd be sitting there about to start grumbling, and we're so hungry. And she's just saying, da-da-da-da-da. But she would sing, and she'd start having church in school and give us a whole church performance in school.
She would sing?
Sing, yes. She would
That's
be
like the lady that we met at
Yes.
Peach Park.
She would
who
be
just
like,
burst into a
"Lord."
gospel song.
She'd be like, Lord Jesus. And she'd just go on this whole, and she thought she carried the best tune. And we all would be
What
like,
was she supposedly teaching you? Was it English or
no, I want to say social studies.
social studies?
Pretty sure it was social studies. And you know,
You don't
she
even
was
remember.
also the teacher that would say your name wrong. She would like give you if your name was Mike, she would call you Michael. My name was Therese. She put on the end of my
Teresa.
Teresa. My friend Tammy, she called her Tamitha. And she would say, she'd sing the role, Michael,
No
Teresa,
way.
Tamitha. And
Oh,
you would have
no
to
way.
You would have to answer her.
Not singing.
No, I didn't sing. I'd be like, I'd go here, and she'd go Michael, and say his last name, and he'd go, my name's Mike, and she'd say it just like that, and she'd look up from what she was doing, and she'd just eyeball him, and she'd say, Michael,
Oh,
and he'd
no.
do it again. He'd go, I said my name's Mike, and she'd say, go to the office.
No
she
way.
would. Of course, he got up, got his books, and went to the office. I mean, she would do this constantly. And then there were days where she just didn't show up. We were just sitting in class going, there was no substitute. Nobody came in and said, hey, you're not going to have, we're going to just do study hall today.
She must have
Nobody
been
came.
at her singing lessons.
I don't know. But she just wouldn't be there. And I mean, it would just be random. It'd be so random. I mean, and we'd all just be sitting there, but we never, like it was later on, it was like 10th grade, maybe even 11th grade. And we would sit there and just use it as a study hall. Some of them would talk, but we didn't like act up or
How
anything.
do these people keep their jobs?
I
Miss
don't know.
Douillon, I guess maybe she gave the principal a fifth of whiskey every week or something to
Something.
keep something. That's right. Did she call Blake Balake?
No, we didn't have a Blake, but I feel like she would have come up with something. But when she called Tammy Tamitha, she'd say, that's my name is not Tamitha, it's Tammy. And she'd go, that's your given name? And she said, yes, ma'am, my name is Tammy, and whatever her middle name is. And so then she called her by her first and middle name.
Oh, golly. Tammy Smith, or
Tammy whatever, and her
Tammy
last name
Melody.
was James. Yeah, she was Tammy something James, and it just drove her nuts. She was like, "Oh my God, this woman is." But even as an adult, that would really hack me off.
That is bizarre.
If
Yeah,
somebody
you
was
just
calling my
can't
kid
call me
something other
this
than
their name.
Yeah. Because you decided that's what their name was.
Well, your name can be confusing
it is
because it's Therese. And that's unusual. Most people would say Teresa. So I understand maybe the first time, but when you correct somebody, then it shouldn't happen again.
And everybody always asks me, now, how do you say your name? And they'll come up with a couple different variations, and I'm okay with all of them because depending on who you are, that might be just how you say it.
Yeah, that's true.
I had a guy that was my ex-husband's boss. He called me Trish. He still calls me Trish to this day. I've known him since I was 15 years old.
And your name is Trish
and
to
my
him.
name is Trish. He cannot.
Well, that's basically
Could
your
not say
nickname,
mine.
I guess, for him. Then.
Yeah. And so now, even when I say, he'll go, "Hey, Trish, how you doing?" And I'm just like, I'm 50, almost
I'm
57
good.
years old. And
What's
he's been calling
his
me
name?
Trish. His name is Terry Henderson.
Terry, so do you
He
say,
owns the
hey,
Munoz.
Terry?
He owns all the Munoz.
All the what?
Munoz Mexican restaurants.
Really? That's a good restaurant.
He used to own Henderson Electric. That's what, that's what he had. Henderson Electric. He had, oh my gosh, there was a pool place over in Center Point, between Center Point and Creative Pool and Creative Electric. He owned both of those.
Good Lord, he's an entrepreneur.
His cousin owns the Chick-fil-A's now in Trussville and
Wow.
Gardendale and Fultondale, I think.
Really? Wow. I love Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. Wild. Isn't that wild?
Do you know what Chick-fil-A I found out has I never knew they had chicken noodle soup.
Yeah.
It is wonderful.
It is very good.
I've had to eat a lot of soup and soft stuff in my dental work. I never knew Chick-fil-A had. That's become my to-go. I love their chicken noodle soup.
And if you haven't had them, Jack's green beans, when I had my tonsils out, I ate a lot of green beans because
That's smart. It's soft and you could
kind
swallow
of
it.
mash it with my tongue a little bit, and it would go down easy. And they're really good too.
Jack's hamburgers, green beans.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Who knew? Who knew?
I love it.
All right, it is 8:59. That is going to do it for this version of the morning show here on Morning Mayhem. Thank you, Dollar Bill, for coming.
Enjoyed
today.
it.
I know
Thank
everybody
you.
has missed you greatly, based off all the questions. I'm like, I'm here, but they were like, "Where's Bill?"
Yeah, I probably owe them money.
Good morning, Brandon. Let's see. He's in hot Northwest Mississippi for the summer shootout in tennis. Well, good luck today, B. I hope you
Hot
bring
Northwest
it home.
Mississippi.
Yep.
What would that be? That's Memphis is east. What's Northwest Mississippi? Iuka? No, that's east.
If you're still listening, Brandon, where is that?
Yeah.
Where you be? So yeah.
And he's tennis. He must be a good tennis
yeah, he's
player.
the friend I told you. He's kind of like I call him a pro-am. He's the one that travels.
He really is good.
They ask him. They'll say, "Hey, will you come play in this tournament with us? It's doubles, and I need you."
He's their ringer. Good.
Yep. Tupelo. He's in Tupelo.
That's neat.
Yeah, Tupelo, Mississippi. Well, I hope you do great.
Yeah.
Bring it home.
Especially in Mississippi.
Yeah.
You can eat good over there, I'll tell you
That's
that.
for sure. Yes, you can.
I was in Vicksburg not long ago.
Oh, they used to have a casino there. It was a Harris
They
casino.
do. They got three or
No,
four.
I didn't know if it was still in operation or not.
Yeah, there's 3 of them, I think, maybe 4.
Okay.
But we didn't go to the casino, but I did stay in Vicksburg overnight, but coming back from Dallas.
Oh, did you now?
Yeah.
Okay.
That way you don't have to drive, 13 hours in one or whatever.
That's a lot. That is a lot, especially when you're not feeling well. You're still in a lot of pain. Ugh.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, hope you all have a wonderful Friday. Hope you have a great weekend. Try to stay cool out there.
Yep.
Be safe. And we'll see you on Monday. Thanks for
Have a good
listening and
weekend.
watching Morning Mayhem here on Power.